You're watching News 24 Live. Emergency fire services have been hard at work this Monday morning, battling a blaze above Scarborough, which has now spread over the mountain towards the Ocean View informal settlement. Winds of up to 70 kilometers an hour are making their task extremely difficult. Only a couple of 100 meters of fynbos are separating this massive blaze from these row of houses behind me. We spoke to some of the residents to get their feelings on this fire. Andre, you're a resident of Ocean View. This fire must be a concern for you.
Yes, that's correct. It's getting quite close to the houses at this point in time. I understand it started out in Scarborough, but obviously we are a bit concerned about the fire coming down. It's obviously the wind factor that's pushing the fire over the mountain, and it's very concerning as it can come down to the mountain into our houses.
It's been a very busy weekend. So we've started Saturday around about just after 1 o'clock. We had our first fire on Devil's Peak. After that, a second fire was reported Signal Hill area, the bottom of Signal Hill area. Later on the evening, very strong southeasterly wind, gale force southeasterly wind. We had a flare up at the first fire, and then we also had a second fire started. Very difficult to contain. Also on Sunday morning, we've tried to use the helicopters to try to contain the fire. At first, the wind was too strong for the helicopters, so we could only use them later in the morning, when the wind died down a bit.
As a resident, I'm very concerned because the fire might come down and then destroy our houses. And the smoke is really thick and it's bad though for the people living around here.
There have been reports of what we call fires that are started deliberately, and I don't think we can say it's not the case. It is definitely the case. We have appointed somebody through Sandparks. We have appointed an investigator from Enviro Wildfire Services to look at the various fires. We are actually just investigating fires where there was damage to private infrastructure. We're not investigating the smaller fires, but there is at this stage, it seems to me there is a trend in the way that the fires are starting. There is a suspicion that those fires were started deliberately.
I noticed the fire by looking at the smoke, so I came out and I was like, whoa, there's smoke here, there's fire here. So I thought it was just there over there, but as I saw it, like, yeah, it's big fire though.
So now the wind is obviously making it a lot worse. Have you ever seen a fire like this before in your area?
There was quite a big fire though from the area coming here. It was also on those mountains here, but it wasn't on that side. It was just the mountains here, and it was really close, that other fire though, the first fire. So this is the second time I saw this fire now.
Luckily last year we had a fire in Kommetjie as well, actually in that mountains above Kommetjie, so Kommetjie is fairly safe. And as I say, at this stage we've got all available resources protecting the town of Ocean View as well.